What's going on? It's me. Yeah. Well, we made it. That's right. It's me. Yeah. Now, let's talk. Let's talk. I've been out and about today, and it's just a mess out there. This is I'm in Palm Beach, right? And this is Stinky's headquarters. Yep, that's right. Stinky's headquarters. And let me tell you a little bit about how I got into this, right? It started when this asshole wanted to run for president, right? You know, um, I said, "Wow, hold on, wait a minute, right?" This guy, I have, you live next to a person, you hear shit from people that know him, right? So what happened was a buddy of mine, Mike, he told me, he said, "Hey man," because I thought I was under this impression a long time ago, right? That this guy was the shit. You know what I'm saying? That he was the shit, because he had all these buildings, he had the Trump name. It was all bullshit. Okay? Bullshit from the beginning. That's right. He told me he was a dealer for one of his casinos and that he never intended on paying his debts. Never. Never. As a matter of fact, he told me that he had to deal with the regulators. That's why he doesn't like regulators. He had to deal with the regulators because you have to carry a certain amount of money in the bank, in the pool there to pay your bets, right? And this guy, this guy never had the money. And anytime the regulators put the heat on him, right, he'd have his father deposit enough money to get the regulators off, right, off of their back. So that was a red flag. That was a red flag. And back then, we didn't have Google, we didn't have this, we didn't have that. But Mike was a good guy. He wouldn't make this fucking story up. You know what I'm saying? Right? So fast forward to Rob. I'm gonna tell you about Rob, right? Rob is this guy that I know. He's a contractor, okay, right? And he did some work for this guy, right? And so, I'm trying to figure this out. This is about 2015, 2016. I'm still trying to figure this out, because again, Google and all that was in their infancy, and Google searches were a little more they're more difficult than than they are nowadays. So what happened was this guy tells me, I go, "Hey man, what's it like to work for this guy?" Right? And I go, "Great." He goes, "Great." And I go, "Does he pay well?" And you know what this guy tells me? You know what this guy tells me? He goes, "He doesn't pay. He doesn't pay. He gives letters of recommendation." That's where you get that letters of recommendation bullshit from, right? He gives letters of recommendation. I go, "Hey, Rob, hold on. You mean to tell me that you did all that motherfucking work, right? And you didn't get paid?" I'm like, "God damn! Oh. This has got to be the biggest bullshit artist I've ever seen in my fucking life, right?" Yeah. So yeah, let's fast forward now to to you know I say right before he was going to be elected, right? And everything was a fucking charade. Okay, everything. It's a show. It's a show. It's all bullshit. Yeah, because that's all this guy has, bullshit. So we get closer to the election, right? And then I started looking at timelines on this motherfucker, right? And then I see his timeline of racism, right? From 1973. Fucking Nixon sued this motherfucker. Okay? Nixon sued him. because the way he discriminated against black people, right? And then you just see the whole thing unfolding, the way that he treated the people on The Apprentice, the black people on The Apprentice. In his casino, he would say, "Look, I don't want black people counting my money, right? I want all the black." And this was verified by my buddy, right? He goes, when the boss, that fucking piece of shit, came into the casinos, black people had to be off the floor. That's right. That's your fucking scumbag, right? And they still elected this motherfucker. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? Unfucking believable. Right? After all we knew, and then you want to talk about this motherfucker, right? Okay, my kid went to school at the school where him and Epstein went for trolling for girls. That's right, Royal Palm Beach High School. Okay, unfortunately, sadly, okay, right? And what he did to those girls was awful. Was awful. It's like you want to grab that motherfucker by the neck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like saying, if you are a Trump supporter, right? It's like saying, he may be a fucking pervert, right? But he's my pervert. The fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? Okay? All right? And I'm like, man, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. We live in an upside down world. That was right when he got elected, right? I go, how in the fuck do you let this pussy grabbing piece of shit, right? Put him in the White House, okay, right? Okay. There's these people that quote unquote held their nose and voted for this guy. You're fucking stupid. You're stupid. Forget about, okay, all right, you can't forget about him being a fucking serial pervert. You can't forget because that has to do with character. Okay, now, this is a fucking idiot. This is a fucking idiot, okay? He's dumb as a box of rocks. Always been. Only he speaks a little slower these days. He is dumb as a fucking box of rocks, okay? All right? That's right. That's right. This motherfucker was never smart. Never. Never. And then you think about it. Of all the people he's dealt with, right? Who has ever come out on the front end of a deal with this guy? Huh? Nobody. Nobody. Because Rick Wilson and them from the Lincoln Project, they said it best. Everything this motherfucker touches dies, including us. He killed us. He literally killed us. Okay? He killed us. And on my boss here. Look, listen, guys. It's over. It's over. Man, come to the other side. You can't. Hey, we're not going to shut the door behind you. In your shithole, in your dilapidated shithole. That's right. I am your worst nightmare. Yep. A motherfucker with an attitude. That's right. How many soldiers did Sleepy Joe ice today? Huh? How many soldiers did Sleepy Joe ice today? Man, they are so desperate. I heard they just phoned in bomb threats in Georgia. What sucks is they're jealous. They're jealous of us because we have a great system. We have democracy here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, sucks to be you. Yep, that's right. Yeah. So so finally this motherfucker gets elected. We fucked around and we found out, right? We found out how incompetent and how stupid and how much of an idiot this motherfucker is, right? He inherits Obama's economy, right? And then he proceeds to trash it. But, what did you expect? Every fucking weekend, him in that fucking airplane here. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking week, I'm like, when does this motherfucker get anywhere done? You know, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. There was nothing. The White House was left on autopilot, but the problem is that there was no one there pushing the button. You know? Yeah. But now, here's the thing. Okay, incompetence breeds death. Okay, look at what happened when COVID happened, right? You know, what people don't realize is that remember when the Zika virus came around and how Obama's response team uh, contained it. You know, yeah, he killed that response team, by the way. Anything that had Obama's name on it, he killed it. He tried to kill the ACA, but thank God the Patriot, John McCain, abstained from that, and he didn't kill it. He didn't kill it, and I'm like, man, bravo, bravo. And the reason that I got into this fight the way that I am right now, right, is the deal breaker. Suckers and losers, and my John McCain wasn't a hero because he got captured. That was it. That was it. That is when he lost me. Okay? All right? That is when I said, fuck you, because it's from a motherfucker like that, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that ran from the fight, you know? You know what I'm saying? He ran from the fight. Okay? Yep, that's right. That's right, He ran from it when McCain ran to it and refused to go until everybody left. Okay? All right? That's a real man. Not this punk ass rapist pussy. Okay? Now, yeah. I'm gonna talk, man, about this whole fucking illusion shit show, right? That was his presidency and him running around tweeting fucking scary tweets at people. Yeah, no. It was all an illusion. It was all an illusion. That's why I would tell my people, right? Just take a view from a drone, like if you're in a drone's view, at this. You think about it. He has a cabal of fucking criminals, perverts, and women haters. All right, that's it. That's it. They're fucking grifters. They're all, and that Project 2025 is a scam. It's a fucking scam. Forget about, they want to take away this, they want to take away that. No, they want the government contracts. They want people, they want all the kickbacks from the government contracts. That's Project 2025 right there in a nutshell. Because this whole shit about deporting 11 million people, that's a fever dream. That's a fever dream. That's not going to happen. This was all about the scam. And people talk about fascism. There's gonna be fascism. Fascism was here. Okay, we had fascism already. Look at what happened to the women of this country. They're bleeding out. They're dying. Okay, as a result of the residue of fascism. Okay, all right. Who is this motherfucker to gas a priest in a non-violent fucking not protest? All right. Who is he to do that? After Millie got it, Millie was fooled, but he got his wits about him at the end. He said, "Man, this was fucked up what I just did." As he walked down the street, down to the Episcopal Church, right, where he held a fucking Bible upside down. Yeah. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, seriously, what was he thinking? And Millie right away rebuked it. And that's why he got pissed off at Millie, right? Now me personally, if I was Kelly, right, and that motherfucker called my son, my dead son, a sucker or a loser, fuck the chain of command. Fuck the chain of command. I would have kicked that motherfucker's ass. That's right. That's right. That's right. No, but let's just think about it, guys. Don't be. I had, I started this thing about a year ago. I had TikTok. I had 50,000 here, 30,000 there. No, I got kicked off because I cursed too much. But that was the angle that I chose to take when it came to this motherfucker. I chose to go down and dirty. Down and dirty in the weeds, okay? Yeah. To mock him, to make fun of his shit, right? To make fun of the fact that he shits himself, to make fun of the fact that he's a retard, you know? That was my sanity. And it has been for many of you who have said, thank you, for keeping me sane. What I try to do is to keep you from fearing fear itself. You know what, this thing. This is a fucking functionally illiterate retard, right? Okay, and that fucking punk, that weasel Miller, right? Both Millers. They're women-hating pricks. They're pricks. They are nobody. Who is that slack-jawed, mouth-breathing sack of shit, right? To tell us, right? To fucking tell us what to do. You know? Seriously. Seriously. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know? He has us, not us, not me. I never fell for it. And what I've been telling you all along, this election is going to engulf them motherfuckers, right? And that's what's going on right now. Right now, they are being engulfed by this election. I went there. I live right next to the convention center and right by Mar-a-Lago, right? Okay. Now I've been in both places. It's like a ghost town. They are freaking out because they are going to lose this election and they're going to lose it big, right? That's right, And I'm telling you, this is the time where we are going to start to I don't like to use the word heal, but I will, uh, and I think it's going to take time for some of these people, some of them are too far gone. And I went to that MAGA rally the other day, and those idiots are crying towels for this asshole, right? This punk ass pussy. Yeah, they're crying towels for him. And so basically, it's just going to take time for them to realize they're just. By the way, I noticed they are just as exhausted as we are of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're tired of him. They're tired of him too. And they're starting to wake up and say, "What is this about? Why do I have to? Why do I have to be so ignorant?" Some of them are waking up to that now. I mean, it's like it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's lazy. It's lazy. It's lazy to paint a spectrum of people with one broad brush. That's lazy. That's lazy. They don't want to put in the work, right, in order to build relationships. They don't want to. They don't want to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to do it because they're lazy. Because they're lazy. Man, at that MAGA rally the other day, those motherfuckers are so lazy they don't brush their goddamn teeth. That's right. That's right. There's a bunch of toothless motherfucking trailer trash there. That's what it is. That's what it is. And what you have to do to a bully, you punch a motherfucker in the mouth, right? You punch him in the mouth, right? And they go back to mama. That's right. That's right. They go back to mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. That's what this motherfucker is. He's a punk. He's a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I mean, seriously. What this guy has done to this country, right? I mean, it is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking to see women crying tears of joy and all nervous and all anxious, and even men, all anxious and worried over what this motherfucker has said. And the fact about the only the tangible about the only thing tangible that this motherfucker did, right, is that he made women second-class citizens by taking away their right to get the medical care that they need. So just think, man. Just think. You as a woman have to pick and choose where it is that you are going to live. You know? That's horrifying. That's horrifying. And it shouldn't be. You know what? They're woman haters. They're woman haters. And yeah, starting with his running mate, that motherfucker. That motherfucker is upset about the fact, right, that he is gay. Okay? All right? You look at that motherfucker, you hear him, and the gay and the gaydar pops right up, right up. And again, there is nothing wrong with being gay. Some of my best friends are gay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're such a fucking opportunist, right? You know that you can't come out as gay. You know, what does that say about you? You know, what does that say about you? You're fucking lowlife, bro. You know, I mean, this guy is talking about that. They're talking about mass deportation, and that motherfucker has got a sham marriage with a fucking Indian. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm telling you, like I tell you, it's a cabal of criminals, right? You know, I mean, you look at Jason Miller, right? He slips a fucking abortion pill to the woman he was cheating on with the woman that he cheated on and had a baby with. Okay, right? Okay, that's right. That's right. That's that guy. Boris Epstein looking up the going up women's skirts, you know? Like I told you. These motherfuckers and Lewandowski, he's a fucking prick. Lewandowski's an asshole, right? Fucking groping fucking thank you, Masumi. I love you. Groping fucking donors. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Groping fucking donors. And you know, I took the phrase cabal of criminals from what's his name? The Colin Cowherd. That's right. He came up with it, and it was perfect. And it was perfect. And he gave the analogy, right? You know, that if you hang around with X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, and they're all felons, does that make you, what does that make you? What does that make you? A fucking felon, bro. You know? You know? I mean, and it is mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling that people are going to pull the lever for that scumbag. For that scumbag. They wouldn't trust him with their child, but they turn around and vote for him. Because the price of fucking gas ain't $2. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's right. It's fucking bullshit. And that's how what's his face came to power, by the way. It was the economy. Yeah. Look at what happened. How did that turn out? Okay, now, here is why. Here is why I told you guys not to worry. Not to worry about this guy. You know? Because we have a template for what happened. For what was to come. You know? We have a template that just go back to 1939. All right? We have a template. The problem back then was that nobody ever saw what would come of this idiot's ideology. You know? Yeah. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. You know? And that's why I told everybody, I said, look, man, look, relax, chill. We have more decent people than not. Okay? And anybody with a shred of dignity, decency would denounce this motherfucker. Right away. Right away. No doubt in my mind. You know? And, you know, hey, hold on. Griffin. Hey, boy. All right, that's it. Anyway, so yeah, that's Griffin, and that was Jeter. Yeah, that's the golden retrievers that you saw in the videos. Yeah. Anyway, Griffin's a good guard dog. The other one not so much. But anyway, so what I was saying is, man, you know, we have seen the damage that fascism can do. You know, and we've already rejected it once. I mean, seriously. you usually give a president, right, another chance by re-electing him, right? This motherfucker lost by 8 million votes. We knew what we were doing the second time, right? We knew what we were doing. We did we saw he came, we saw, we rejected him. You know, and then the motherfucker tries a coup, a full-on coup. Okay, right now here is where Merrick Garland, in my opinion, was a bad pick for AG because he let this fucking ass boil fester too long. That's right. That's right. Him and let the I said again, you let the chips fall where they may, right? You know, fucking him, Jim Jordan, that fucking Perry guy, that Paul Gosar, that Marjorie Taylor Greene, snatch them motherfuckers up, put them in jail, and let the chips fall where they may. That's right. Because there are a bunch of fucking criminals that tried to destroy this motherfucker. Okay? That's right. That's right. Okay? Yeah. 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 They can eat my shit. You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And then, this whole time, a constant beatdown, keeping those people in a bubble, telling them, they're coming from prisons and jails and mental institutions. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. So, what you do is you just take that, put it in a filter, right? And then you say, I just came from a mental institution and I want to be in this country. I got 3 murders under my belt. What do you think? He's insulting the fucking border patrol by saying that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And all of these rallies, all of this shit, it's been bullshit. It's been bullshit. It's all fake. It's Fidel Castro style indoctrination is what it is. You know? Where he would, I heard stories from people from Cuba down here, man, where they say, man, that motherfucker would beat that fucking shit in our head. Bam! 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 Make us stand there for hours until we said, fuck it, we ain't got no choice but to believe that stupid fucking shit. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? That's right. That sounds, yeah, that's exactly, I'm sure y'all seen that movie Scarface, right? Right? At the very beginning, I actually went and picked up my aunt from Cuba, right? On the flotilla. That's right, I did, right? And in that movie Scarface, right? Because I lived that shit too. I was down in Miami. I lived that fucking garbage. Okay, right now, the very beginning of that movie, right? It has Fidel Castro saying, "No los queremos, no los necesitamos." What the fuck does that mean in English? We don't want them, we don't need them. Are you telling me that this is not Fidel Castro communist style shit? You know? It is. It is. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. And it was all bullshit. It's all the ta 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 ta. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all it's nonsense. A bunch of bald-headed woman haters. You know? And I was like, man, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I was like, and I kept on telling my people, be calm, be calm. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. They're going by that Minecraft theory, divide and conquer, But no, there are too many decent people, and at the end of the day, we are all Americans in this motherfucker, right? And then you inject that fucking bullshit from these bots and all that fucking nonsense that had half of America fucking in nuts. Yeah, no. Let me ask you this. Okay, the next bad word that this asshole says about Putin, that baby killing thug, right, will be the first bad word he says about it. You know what I mean? This is a fucking communist. What he is. He is a fucking communist. And I thank God, and I ain't even religious. I thank God that he didn't do more damage than he did. And that's a big ass. That's a big ass, right? You know what I'm saying? That is a huge ask because he killed 1 million people with his fucking shit response. He was down here fucking golfing and handing Putin fucking COVID tests, right? While we were fucking diving. Okay? Alright? And then they had the fucking nerve, right? To ask if we were better off or not now than we were 4 years ago. The fuck are you crazy? The fuck is wrong with you? You know? It's garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. And the fact and not only that, this motherfucker, he's already been convicted of 34 felonies, right? And he's looking at another 58. Have you read that indictment? It's fucking awful. What he did was awful. It's a fucking mass murderer. Come on. You know what I'm saying? The fuck, man? It's bullshit. It's all bullshit, you know? And the only reason they haven't hung this motherfucker by his nuts, right? Is because of that right-wing sleeper cell that is the Supreme Court. Okay? Alright? And I have confidence. That Madam President is going to end that deal. I have confidence. Either Thomas and Alito get indicted, or she's gonna add 2 more judges to that fucking court. You know, because this is ridiculous. But for that court, we wouldn't have women bleeding out in this country. You know what I mean? It's a fucking horror show. Okay? These anti-American fucking women-hating pricks. You know? You know what I mean? You know? Yeah, that's right. That's right. We've got a lot of work to do, you know? We've got a lot of work to do. The fight starts now, you know? We're going to have to overcome a little bit of this guy with this fucking with this fucking trying to tell everybody that he won the election. He's going to try it about 9:30, 10 o'clock. He already had that Freudian slip. He's going to try it, but you see, the thing is that he tried that already. He tried it. And they have Bannon, that fucking America's herpy. He has that Bannon fucking on tape saying that. Oh, fuck it. We don't care. Him and Roger Stone, that another fucking prick, another woman-hating prick, right? They have them on tape saying, we don't care if we won. We're going to say we won to fucking start an insurrection. That's where I go back to fucking to the Merrick Garland deal. Should have snatched all them motherfuckers up and said, this was a conspiracy to overthrow the government. In plain sight. Okay? That's what it was. That's what it was. Okay? Yep. Sure was. Sure was. Okay? And they still pulling the lever for this motherfucker. That is the power of bullshit. Okay? Alright? There is no way that anybody in their right fucking mind should be pulling the lever for this scumbag after all the shit that he's done. You know what I mean? Huh? You feel me? Yeah. That's bullshit. You know? Yep. That's right. And the way that I'm talking to you, right, is the way that you have to approach these motherfuckers, right? Because then they shit themselves. They shit themselves. And like these fucking bots, man. Like these bots. They're a bunch of they have inferior complex, right? Because they live in a shithole. They live in a dilapidated shithole and they can't get out. They're stuck in the mud. They're stuck in the mud with a fucking 5 foot nothing baby killer. That's right. That's right. This guy, this asshole, tried to normalize their baby killer. He's a baby killer. That's what that guy is, a fucking baby killer. And everybody, the top bit, fucking magas, right? Fucking magas, they ask them, the good liars, those are my buddies. I know them, they're good people, right? You know? Let's just let that all out there. Ben, myself, all them people are really, they're good people. They're nice people, right? The good liars ask people in the MAGA rally, right? Ask them, who would you vote for? Biden or Putin, right? And half of those motherfuckers said They said they wouldn't vote for Biden, so they'd have to vote for Putin. That is the brain rot, the malignant cancer that this motherfucker has just fucking unleashed on this country. You know, and if this is gonna work. It's gonna require a major realignment here because you can just say rip to the GOP. It's done. It's done. Not only is the ideology sunk, conservatism sunk, right? You know, and that's a shame because we need two healthy parties. You know, we need that to have the back and forth. You know, and come to some kind of consensus where everybody's happy. But no, the GOP is dead, and I mean financially as well, because that bitch, that Laura Trump, has taken all of that money and funneled it into his buildings, right? And they are going to go under. When after today, when the money stops trickling in, they're going to go under. That's why these motherfuckers they put their grift in high gear towards the end. I mean, they would have sold you a kitchen sink if they had the Trump name on it, you know? And these assholes would have went and bought it. Yeah. I went to the MAGA rally today and I bought a Trump flag. That's right. I bought one because I'm going to spit on it and burn it. That's right. That's right. I'm going to spit on that motherfucker and burn it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And I'm going to whistle Dixie to it. That's right. Yep. Motherfucker. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's garbage. This is a Looney Tunes is what this is. This has been Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? A dude that has fantasies about fucking his daughter. Okay? Alright? That's disqualifying in itself. And you think about it. That's he marries these subservient women, these Russian mail order hookers, right? Because he couldn't woo a woman, romance a woman, if he paid to do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He doesn't know the concept of being nice to another person in order to woo them. He doesn't know that. He has no comprehension of that. Besides the fact that he's functionally a literate slob, Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's a prick. A prick, And it's garbage. It's garbage. Our first run-in with this guy was we sued him. That's right. We had to sue him because he was being a dick about a flagpole. There's such mundane shit, right? He sued us, we had to sue him back. That's right. Yep. That was our first experience with that asshole down here. Yep. Yep. And then it was all, man, I'm trying to get from job to job, just a squirrel trying to get a nut, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, from going out, running a gym, working high school and college football, I have my racehorses, yeah, and it's just a thing, you want an entrepreneur, you want to do this, you want that, and this motherfucker, right, with his goddamn motorcades and that fucking Air Force One monstrosity down here fucking all of us up, and us having to pay taxes to shut those fucking roads down. That's right. That's what happened the whole presidency. Okay? Yep. It sure did. It sure did. He fucked with us big time. Big time. Yep. Sure did. Sure did. That ignorant prick. Yeah. And then I went back and I started looking at his quote unquote business prowess. Okay? You hear of the states and university and what else? The vodka, the airlines, everything under the sun. This fucking fishman was trying to sell people, right? That's not the half of his failures. This motherfucker failed at everything, at everything. And what else is mind-boggling is that according to these shit polls, right? All right. People trust him more with your money than Kamala. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And he's like a car that drives out of the fucking parking fucking that drives off the lot. A brand new car drives off the lot. It fucking loses money. Everything he touches loses money. Loses money. Loses money. You know? And and he doesn't own 90% of the shit that he claims he owns. No. He's got a leasing agreement with, he has their fucking, they leased his name. And now these people are desperate to get out of the contracts because his fucking name is garbage. It's garbage. It's toxic. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And can you imagine? Can you imagine, right? You know, every one of these presidents, they have their libraries, they have this, they have philanthropy. This motherfucker can't have a charity in the state of New York, and I would certainly complain if he tried one here. You know? This motherfucker and that fucking fuck ass Beavis, right? You know, fucking Cornholio Jr., right? They stole from cancer kids, which really got in my craw, right? Stole from cancer kids, stole from vets, stole from Meals on Wheels, stole from seniors, right? To line their fucking pockets. And it's like a two-bit mob scam, you know? Oh, yeah. We got the charities racket. Yeah, that's what he looks at. He looks at charities like a fucking racket. That's right. That's right, you know? But no, karma is coming back to catch this fucking shitty man. That's right. It's coming. It's coming. That motherfucker, the rallies that we've watched and live streamed and stuff, if you look at him, he's stroking out. He's stroking out and he's shitting himself more often, right? And so, I was listening to David Feldman, right? He's a little too Bernie for me, right? But as everything, you listen to things and you use your filter, right? You know, and you take the good and you discard the bad, right? So Feldman goes, he was like, holy shit, man, this guy is a fucking herpy, I mean, him and that JD Vance with their fucking lies, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm like, man, everything that guy says about them, he comes with facts. And what I like about him is that he comes with facts, and it's just mind-boggling how he pulled the wool over people's eyes and still does have the wool pulled over some of these people's eyes, I mean, at the MAGA rally today, right? People would argue a fact with me. They would try to argue a fact. I told them, I said, look, and ironically, this last rally was across the street from where Jet Epstein trolled little girls. That's right, yeah. And so I said, hey, and it's so easy to pick their brain too, I said, hey, what do you say about people that say that Trump and Epstein trolled little girls at that high school down there, right? No. Didn't happen. Fake news. I mean, what? Holy shit, right? And are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Oh yeah. No. They go, no. I'm not better off. When Trump was in office, I go, why? Why? And then they go, duh. Yeah. And these are grown ass adults, man. Fucking grown ass adults. That they were gone to begin with. They were slap jawed, mouth breathing, toothless motherfuckers, right? From the beginning. But then this dude, he switched from Democrat to Republican because he went with the gung ho isolationism and that, people are coming to hurt us from other places, people that don't look like us are coming from other places. And he looked at this like a rocket, right? And he said, look, I got this. These motherfuckers are dumb as shit. And by the way, I have another friend of mine that was one of his caddies, right? Okay? And He told me, he said, look, that motherfucker could not break 100 on a golf course because he cheats like a motherfucker, right? You know? And then he said, hey, man, you ever had conversations with him? And he goes, of course, I'm his caddy, right? You know? He was his caddy. He's not anymore. He couldn't take it anymore, right? So he goes, hey, he despises MAGA the most, the most. And I said, really? And he goes, why? And he says, because they're not as smart as the Democrats. They are dumb motherfuckers, and I don't like dumb motherfuckers. That's what he says about his own people. Okay? Right? That is a true book. All these things I told you about Rob and the caddy and all that, this is all true. This is all true shit. And you just think about how his mind works, right? And you know, he can't deny stories like that, man. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck. Hey, Griffin! Come here, what? Anyway, so yeah, man, no, it's like, you know, the S shake my fucking head. That's what comes to mind when I deal with these people, right? And you can't reason with them. You can't fix them. They're gonna have to come around on their own, you know, and say, God damn, I was in a bubble this whole fucking time, and I've been eating shit, hating on people, wasting my life because there's a finite amount of time on this world, on this, you know, and you don't. The last thing you want to do is it's basic decency. The last thing that you want to do is waste the finite amount of time that you have on this earth hating people. And you ask them, what is it that you hate about them? And they can't tell you. It's all bullshit. You know, because he has turned this into a team sport. Like Team R, we're with Team R and you're with Team D. No. At the end of the day, we're all Americans, you know? As a matter of fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea when Kamala goes to take Liz Cheney as her Attorney General. Boy, would that be the fucking trifecta right there. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I would love to have her as an Attorney General and put Merrick Garland on the Supreme Court where he belongs. In a perfect world, that would be it. You know what I'm saying? I would love for that to happen. You know? And I'm telling you. Hey, Griffey, stop. I'm telling you, you know, I'm gonna close this up in a little bit, you know, and it's been real. It's been real meeting you guys, and I love you guys and everything. But you know, this fight is not over. We're gonna win this thing, right? But the fight must continue. Must continue because it's gonna be rocky for a little bit. But look, there are not enough skinheads. There are not enough racist slobs in this country, you know, for them to take it from us. You know what I mean? They're not going to take it from us. They are not. You know? There's too many of us. And I was saying in a metaphoric term to my people, right? We have the tanks. In other words, there will be a response to anything that resembles a January the 6th. There was a stand-up guy that I saw not too long ago on the net, right? As the mayor of some city or something like that. I wish I knew his name, right? Where he said, hey, this is going to be a good experience. People are going to go and vote, and it's going to be a good experience. If you're in a militia, right, fuck around and find out. Fuck around because you're going to find out, right? Fuck around because you're going to find out, okay? Yeah? Yeah, because there will be a response this time, and they know it because they're punk ass cowards. They're not going to try. They are not going to try this. They are not going. He might talk shit, but no. He's going to try it. They're going to try. Their ship is sinking. The grift is sinking, right? And now indictments are gonna fly, and they know it. They know it. That why do you think? Why do you think that you haven't seen too much of that fucking freak Matt Gates, that fucking QAnon freak Marjorie Taylor Greene, that goes our asshole? Why do you think you haven't seen these motherfuckers on TV lately? And then I take a deep dive into the right wing. I do it all the time. All the time. So that way you don't have to. Okay? Now, I'm telling you, they're up to something. Maybe some kind of contingent election, which means that every state has one vote, blah, 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 blah. But no, no, no. This is where Biden and his immunity has to nut up right here. And just let those motherfuckers know, anybody tries it, they're going to put a jackboot up their ass and they're going to end up in federal prison. That's right, because these motherfuckers fear prison like nobody's business. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Motherfuckers. Yeah. No, I'm telling you. They're going to try something. Okay. The polls have started to close. Okay. And by 10 o'clock, we should have an idea of who won. He's going to try to say he won. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? It's absolute nonsense. And I'm telling you guys, it's been real. It's been real, and I'm gonna stick with this, because I did it for, my kid is gonna eventually get married and have kids, and I don't want his wife or my daughter-in-law to ever have to go through what these poor women are going through in the fucking parking lots of these goddamn hospitals. That's right. That's right. Yep. And the thing is that is your tangible result of fascism. Okay? Women bleeding out in parking lots. It never works out. It only works out for those 6 fucking oligarchs that are funding this asshole, right? Yeah. And you want to talk about a deep state? Go. What is Leonard Leo? Huh? He's got the fucking Supreme Court in his pocket. And they're not even hiding it anymore. What he has done is he has given license to the freaks and the racists to come out of the woods. Instead of burning a cross in the woods, they're burning a cross in the park. Okay? Right? And people were disgusted. There was a Halloween parade the other day, right? And these assholes simulated Kamala in cuffs. Okay? The people were disgusted, horrified. Their kids were horrified. You see, because he has given license for these freaks to come out of the woods. But there's not enough of them. There is not enough of them. We outnumber them by an overwhelming majority. You know what I'm saying? They're garbage. Yeah, they're garbage. They're garbage. And this whole thing about, well, Kamala said he's Hitler, Kamala said this, Kamala said that. You know what she said? She said what she observes. The through lines to 1939 are right there. Enemy within, shift is scum, Nancy Pelosi scum, denigrating the press. As a matter of fact, in the rally in 1939, right, at Madison Square Garden, the first thing they said, you see the press like he does. He points to the press, right, and you don't believe him. In other words, don't believe your own fucking eyes. You know what I mean? Yeah? Yep. That was the first thing that was said at that rally. And you're telling me that the through lines are not there? Of course they are. Of course they are. This is Mein Kampf is what this is. Only, again, we have a template for that. You know? We've already seen what 1939 and 1943 looks like. And it ain't pretty. This is him in the bunker, circling the drain, right? Staring at the cyanide tablet and telling Eva to go first to see what happens to her. That's right. That's right. That's what we have here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what we have. And he's in the bunker. They are in the bunker. They're panicking. They're panicking. And like I told you guys, we are going to the legal system is going to tear this motherfucker apart. That's right. That's right. It's coming. It's all coming. That's right. The legal system is going to destroy this asshole. That's right. Yep. Sure is. And why do you think in that last rally that we covered, it was 100% lies and nonsense and absolute nonsense. It was almost like he was saying goodbye when he had Beavis and Butthead there, and that other bitch, the one that he doesn't even know his name, that Tiffany asshole, yeah. He was. It's like he was waiting. That he was telling them goodbye, goodbye. Yeah. But now the question left here is he going to turn himself in? Or is he going to flee? Or worse? You know what I'm saying? That's about the only drama left here, and sure, we'll cover him going to court, having to turn himself in, all that fucking bullshit. Because, like Feldman said this. He said, look, man, you don't want him for something to happen to him where he's no longer breathing. You don't want that. You want him to go via 1,000 cuts. Okay? It's like you get the appetizer, you get a real good appetizer, but you don't eat too much of it, right? And then the main course comes and you hack away at it and you eat it and you're not all the way full, and then that big ass dessert comes. The big ass dessert, right? When you find out that motherfucker 86'd himself. Yeah, yeah. Then you finish with the meal and you get rid of the napkin. That's right. Death via 1,000 cuts. That's what's come. That is the inevitable here, because he's not going to have any more money to defend himself with lawyers and all that shit. He's going to have to start selling everything off. And what a way to go! What a way for a president of the United States to go in an embarrassment and just totally disregarded by the American people. You know what I mean? What I like to call him is the asterisk. That's right, because we had 44 asterisk 46. That's how we're gonna have like Barry Bonds steroid season, where they put an asterisk next to it. That's what we're gonna have to do as presidency, because it was a disaster. It was a disaster. What can I tell you? It's true. It's all true. I mean, seriously. And if you have one of your loved ones, don't lose a loved one because of this, right? Let them talk their way, figure their way out of this. Don't push them. Whatever. It's not fucking, okay? But anyway. So yeah. Hopefully we'll get to see some results here soon. And hang in there, right? Hang in there. Everything's going to be okay. I promise. We got this. Okay? All right, guys? I mean, this is me, right? I'm always here for you guys. Just reach out to me. And here's another thing. Evelyn is going to post her information about her dog. Her dog needs surgery. I've already donated. Just whatever you want to give. Find out from Evelyn how we can fix her dog. Her dog needs fixing. All right, because I love animals. And I know you guys do too. All right. So anyway, guys, I love you. I'm out of here. Hey, and again, it's nice to meet you guys formally. I love you. God bless. God bless our troops, and God bless you all. Have a good evening. Enjoy the election. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Love you.